Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to be lost at sea? Your fate unknown, your story untold? That's the story of the Mary Celeste, a ship found eerily adrift in the Atlantic in 1872. The crew vanished without a trace, leaving behind a perfectly seaworthy vessel. But here's the real mystery. What if the answer to their fate has been hiding in plain sight all along? Could one overlooked clue explain everything? Stay with us as we uncover the haunting tale of the Mary Celeste, explore the theories that have baffled historians for over a century, and reveal a possible answer to this enduring enigma. On December 4, 1872, the British brig Dei Gratia was sailing through the Atlantic Ocean near the Azores when its crew spotted something unusual on the horizon. A ship was drifting aimlessly, its sails fluttering without purpose. As the Dei Gratia approached, they recognized the name painted on the bow, Mary Celeste. The crew boarded the vessel and found an eerie, almost surreal scene. The ship was intact, its cargo of 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol largely untouched. Personal items, including clothing, tools, and even half-eaten food in the galley, were left as if the crew had stepped away only moments before. Among the items was Sarah Briggs's sewing machine, still positioned by her bunk, a haunting reminder of the family that vanished. Even stranger, the Mary Celeste's logbook, recovered from the captain's quarters, revealed nothing unusual. The last entry, dated November the 25th, 1872, described the ship's position and weather conditions as fair. But the North Atlantic in late November is notoriously unpredictable, where calm seas can quickly give way to towering waves. Could an unexpected change in conditions have played a role in the crew's disappearance? The Dei Gratia crew, unsure of what had happened but determined to salvage the ship, sailed it to Gibraltar for an official inquiry. They hoped to claim salvage rights, a legal reward for recovering abandoned vessels. However, their actions would come under intense scrutiny by the British Admiralty Court, a specialized legal body that investigates maritime cases. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York on November 7, 1872, bound for Genoa, Italy. At its helm was Captain Benjamin Briggs, a deeply religious and disciplined man known for his skill and integrity. This voyage was particularly personal for him. His wife, Sarah, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, were aboard, making it a family journey. The crew of 7 men was hand-picked by Briggs himself. All were experienced sailors, trusted to navigate the challenges of the Atlantic. By all accounts, the voyage began smoothly. Life aboard the Mary Celeste likely followed a strict routine. The crew would have spent their days checking the rigging, preparing meals, and scanning the horizon for signs of weather changes. Captain Briggs might have been teaching young Sophia how to steer the ship, while Sarah sewed clothes in their cabin. For a brief moment, life aboard the ship was a picture of calm. But as history has shown, the Atlantic is rarely so kind for long. The disappearance of the Mary Celeste's crew has led to a whirlwind of theories, ranging from the plausible to the fantastical. One of the earliest suggestions was insurance fraud. Some believed that Captain Briggs staged the abandonment to collect money, but this theory was quickly dismissed. The ship's cargo of denatured alcohol was low value, and the insurance payout wouldn't have justified such an elaborate scheme. Another popular theory pointed to piracy or mutiny, but there was no evidence to support it. The ship showed no signs of struggle or violence, and all valuables were still on board. Then there are the natural explanations, many of which focus on the ship's dangerous cargo. The Mary Celeste was carrying industrial alcohol, a highly flammable substance. Investigators discovered that 9 barrels were empty, raising questions about whether they had leaked during the voyage. Modern recreation suggests that a cold explosion, a sudden ignition of flammable alcohol vapors, might have occurred. Think of shaking a soda bottle. When you open it, the pressure builds up and the liquid sprays everywhere. Now imagine that on a larger scale, with highly flammable alcohol fumes instead of soda. The pressure creates a sudden flash explosion, terrifying, but not destructive enough to sink the ship. While these scenarios could explain the crew's decision to flee, they still leave the ultimate fate of the lifeboat and its passengers shrouded in mystery. Of course, the Mary Celeste's reputation has also been shaped by supernatural theories. Stories of alien abductions, sea monsters, and curses have fueled its legend, though they offer little in terms of actual evidence. Still, they reveal something important about human nature. When facts are scarce, our imaginations fill the gaps. Fear is a powerful force. Imagine the Mary Celeste's crew, seasoned sailors, facing the vast, relentless Atlantic. Something, whether natural, mechanical, or entirely unexpected, pushed them to abandon the ship that was their lifeline. Could it have been an explosion, a monstrous wave, or the overwhelming isolation of the open sea? Or was it a choice made in desperation, one that sealed their fate forever? The Mary Celeste story becomes even stranger when you consider its history. Originally built in Nova Scotia in 1861 and named Amazon, the ship had a reputation for bad luck from the start. Its first captain died of pneumonia shortly after its launch. It collided with another ship, causing significant damage, and later ran aground near Cape Breton Island, leading to its abandonment and salvage. After years of misfortune, the ship was sold and renamed Mary Celeste. But even with its new name, its luck didn't improve. Following its infamous voyage in 1872, the ship passed through multiple owners until it was deliberately wrecked off the coast of Haiti in 1885 in a failed insurance fraud scheme. Despite its troubled past, it's the mystery of its crew's disappearance that has immortalized the Mary Celeste. When the Mary Celeste was brought to Gibraltar, the British Admiralty Court launched an inquiry. The court's presiding officer, Sir James Cochrane, suspected foul play, but found no evidence to prove it. Even the Dei Gratia crew, who had salvaged the ship, fell under suspicion. Though they were eventually cleared, they were awarded a reduced salvage payment due to lingering doubts about the case. News of the Mary Celeste spread rapidly after its discovery. Victorian newspapers speculated wildly, with some accusing the Dei Gratia crew of piracy and others crafting stories of ghost ships and supernatural forces. This public fascination turned the Mary Celeste into a cultural phenomenon, inspiring both conspiracy theories and fictional tales. Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, played a significant role in cementing its legend. His short story, J. Habakkuk, Jeffson's statement, added elements of murder and mysticism that resonated deeply with Victorian audiences. Even today, the Mary Celeste continues to inspire modern depictions of ghost ships in films and TV shows, from Pirates of the Caribbean to Doctor Who. And now, we return to the question we posed at the beginning. Could the answer to the Mary Celeste mystery have been hiding in plain sight? Many experts believe the ship's cargo holds the key. The industrial alcohol leaking from its barrels may have created deadly fumes. A sudden ignition, perhaps from a lamp or pipe, could have caused a small explosion. Imagine a fire alarm in a building. Even if you don't see flames, you evacuate because the fear of danger takes over. Panicked, the crew likely took the lifeboat, fearing a larger disaster. But if the lifeboat wasn't properly secured, it may have drifted away, leaving the crew stranded in the Atlantic, their fate unknown. While this theory is plausible, it's ultimately unconfirmed. The Mary Celeste remains one of history's most haunting maritime mysteries. The Mary Celeste isn't just the story of a ship. It's a reminder of how little we truly know about the vast, untamed ocean. It's a tale of fear, tragedy, and unanswered questions that continues to captivate us more than 150 years later. What do you think happened to the Mary Celeste? Was it an accident, a disaster, or something we can't explain? Share your theories in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible tales of history and mystery, because sometimes the questions are more fascinating than the answers.